The Black Prince of Shadows stalks the earth once again. Samuel Z. Arkoff presents Scream, Blacula, Scream. Seeing the success of Blacula in 1972, AIP wanted to make a follow-up film titled Blackenstein. The movie would be created but under a different production company, so AIP decided to create a sequel to Blacula, Scream, Blacula, Scream, released on June 27, 1973, unfortunately to not as good a success as its predecessor. Dying voodoo queen Mama Loa, player unknown, chooses her adopted daughter, Lisa Fortier, played by blaxploitation babe Pam Grier, to be next in line, leaving her biological son, Willis, played by Richard Lawson in his acting debut, outraged. So he resurrects Blacula to kill Lisa. But let's just say he gets a lot more than he bargained for. Later, at a house party, he meets Lisa and her boyfriend, Justin Carter, played by Don Mitchell, an ex-cop who's showing off his African collection. Realizing that he's been cursed with the vampirism that Dracula gave him and no longer wanted to be a vampire, he asks Lisa to free him from his curse, to which she accepts. Shortly after, one of Lisa's friends, Gloria, played by Janine Michelle, accidentally cuts her hand, and Blacula stealthily follows her to a room and bites her, turning her to a vampire. Please tell me I'm not alone when I say this shot is nightmare fuel. Shortly after, he leaves. A little Easter egg for my dad to spot when he watches this movie. And he comes across two street dudes who try to beat him up. With obvious results. Meanwhile, Willis's girlfriend, Denny, played by Lynn Moody, goes over to the house where Willis has been under house arrest by Blacula for this entire movie. He takes her to a room and gives her a back massage. She initially likes it, but tells her to stop, which ends with Willis biting her, turning her into a vampire. At this point, I'm just going to count how many turning her or him into a vampires I say throughout this whole review. Meanwhile, Lisa's at Gloria's coffin when she suddenly rises from the dead and tries to bite her. Fortunately, Blacula arrives in a suspiciously similar shot to the satanic rites of Dracula, and Gloria flees. Later, he issues a warning that if anyone tried to dare kill Lisa, he will kill them. Of course, there always has to be that one rebel, which is in this case, Willis, who keeps talking smack about Blacula to Denny. Blacula calls his name and reminds him about the warning. Later, Lisa and Blacula perform the ceremony in which Blacula's vampirism will be rid of and the curse will be destroyed. Meanwhile, Justin, Lieutenant Harley Dunlop, played by Michael Conrad, and an army of cops raid the house and destroy vampires. Unfortunately, they lose some of their men too. After the remaining vampires are destroyed, Justin goes to the room where the ceremony is taking place, angering Blacula to the point where he knocks him out and damages his crossbow. They then go downstairs, and Blacula destroys the remaining cops. Seeing this, Lisa refuses to help Blacula even after his final plea. Justin arrives shortly after and calls him Mama Walde, to which Blacula insists that his name is, well, Blacula. He pins him against the wall and tries to bite him, but using an arrow that Justin had on hand, Lisa stabs Blacula's voodoo doll, rapidly weakening him and causing him to scream out in agony. And we get this one awesome final shot of a bird's eye view of Blacula screaming at the ceiling in intense pain. That is an awesome shot. Overall, the acting is pretty solid. Blacula is awesome as always, but it's just kind of a dull movie. It's not bad by any means, but it's not particularly memorable either. Overall, I'd probably rate this movie a 6 out of 10.
The name is Blacula!